Yeah, well, that I do. Don't worry about that music stuff. I need to speak to the Brazilian. I did ask him the other day. Did I not? And just as I start, someone from London is calling me. I don't answer the phone to anyone unless I'm expecting a call or it says mum and then a picture of a dying face on it. Welcome to TLR No Name. There's no name today. This will be a quick one. I'm not feeling too good. The camera's in a weird place. Got a weird little setup here, but yeah, nice shadow behind me. If it starts to move independent of me, please let me know. That probably means you're psychotic, but just to put me at ease. Yeah, Spurs lost in the Champions League game last night against AC Milan. Kind of expected it. Thought we'd get a spanking. Didn't. The positive is Papi Matasar and Oliver Skip did okay, right? I'm not here to talk about Spurs, but I'll just talk about it very briefly. Skip and Sarr did do okay. We only lost 1-0. We need to get them back to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium or the Lane in a few weeks. And yeah, there's a chance, isn't there? But we'll probably get 16 more injuries before that happens anyway, right? Maybe I'll talk about Spurs a little bit more often. But yeah, I don't want to think about it too much at the moment, given the state of the whole club right now. But that's it. That's all I'm going to say on Spurs. And why? The US shooting down UFOs and there's people getting it's fucking aliens and what about this and picking out little words at a press conference. No, it's not aliens. Probably wasn't even Chinese spy balloons. It looks like they've just been shooting down random commercial stuff that is thus far, it was a few hours ago, unnamed. So maybe a company's science project, maybe someone's going up inventing some sort of cloud rainmaker device that has been shot down. But it shouldn't have been flying around at 40,000 feet, I guess. Who knows? We'll find out more details later. But those three objects they set down probably weren't even surveillance balloons. They were just random shit that they shot out the air. An overabundance of caution. I think the rumors were. We'll find out. The psychos are still off. One side's saying it's aliens. Everyone else is saying we should have done it. Some people want to just destroy China. Not going to happen. But yeah, random shit has been shot out there. Maybe it was McDonald's new delivery service that can make you fat as fuck at 40,000 feet or having flown at 40,000 feet. It could be. That altitude might just keep the Big Mac at the perfect temperature for fat, greedy fucks. But who knows? What's going on over here? Welcome to YouTube, guys. Well, apparently, yeah. We'll talk about Nicola Bulley's disappearance. Oh, yeah, let's do it now. Let's just get all that stuff out of the way in the first few minutes. Nicola Bulley, still missing. They did a big update today. The glove they found isn't to do with the crime. There's still no crime suspected, really. She did have vulnerabilities, which I guess is a good little nugget. Like maybe she was suicidal then, right? Maybe she had depression. Who knows? But she did have vulnerabilities. Still missing weeks later. Probably floating out into the Irish Sea by now. Is that the sea over there near Ireland? I think it is. If my geography's wrong, get me, But you still got all the detectives. Some TikToker turned up and tried to film and got arrested for filming. Good. It's not suppressing free speech. You're interfering with the fucking live criminal investigation. The live missing persons. See, I did it as well. The live missing person search. And stop it. Stop going to get social media clout by filming yourself on the bench. Right? And this is where the dog went missing. You're going to go dress as a dog? That's what China wants. China wants you to dance and be dressed like a dog. Do you want to do what China wants? Do you want to be China's doggy? Fuck it. Anyway, she's still missing. There has been that update today. We'll keep looking at that, but the chances of finding remains and all that, unless she gets washed up on a beach in Tipperary. I don't know where Tipperary is. There's a song about it. Then we'll find out then, I guess. Yeah. He is here. I did a 10-mile. Anyway, that's all the shit. I do it 4 minutes. Let's get that done in 4 minutes. I'm going to keep working on this and keep trying to put a bit more effort in. But I'm busy. Yesterday I did a 10-mile bike ride. Might not sound a lot to some, but the first time I rode a bike in 7 years. Rode a bike in 7 years was last week, and it was 5k, 3 miles. And I did 10 miles yesterday. Went up the canals, really nice. So now I've got that down. If it's not raining at the weekend, I'm going to go and do the same or further. and then start getting 15, 20 miles and start smashing that. Next week, bring the gym into things. We've got running, cycling, gym, and then bring swimming. All the shit. Yoga with Manaranth as well coming. But yeah, a year of exercise. Still no booze, still not drinking, which is like good. Hey, OGM, how are we doing? I'm just going to check out my booze accountability spreadsheet. Let's see what there is. There it is. This will only be a few minutes today, guys. Probably like 20 minutes or so. I want to get on with some stuff tonight. I've got to amend a logo for Jamie. One of his something he's doing. But these people, they just send me screenshots of shit. I want high level pings, please. So I've got to help them with just adding something into their social group's logo, which I've got to do tonight. It is the 15th, so I can add a 0 to my booze accountability for yesterday. 45 days of this year, 38 of them, no booze, 84.44% sober. Drank 7 days, which is 15.56% of the year so far. So yeah, 38 days with 0 booze. Feel good, feel better for that. And I'll keep at it. I think I'll keep at it. I'll drink here and there, but let's as low as possible this year is the plan. But yeah, I'm not aching so much today. I thought I'd be dead after that cycle yesterday, but my legs feel it a bit. Feeling it around the old arms and shoulders from all that. While I was doing that, I was going up weird. So I was going up flat, but then you have to go up these weird things, up the river, basically. And then coming back was coming down. So it's faster, but you've got these massive cobblestones in places. So you've got I was trying not to just go into the canal, which was super... I was pretty worried about that, and I filmed a video of a football stadium for some friends in a football group I've got. And nearly, because I forgot I was on a bike, I just nearly pedaled straight into the canal as well. But I saw lots of geese, so I don't know what that means. It's probably saw about 50 geese just chilling out up there. Only one child that I shouted at for throwing a beer can into the river. I gave him a bit of abuse, being a good citizen. And also, I want to ultimately one day just defeat a child in combat. That's my aim. I did it with 3 9-year-old girls when I first moved to Manchester. I caught them kicking a shop and punching the man that owned the shop. They were 9 or 10, I'd say, maybe 11. But I shouted pricks at them really loudly and they ran off. I will fight your children. If you're a shitty enough parent that you're letting your kids out doing this stuff, I will fight your children. And I won't even try and let them win. Like, I wouldn't even let them win Monopoly. If I'm beating them and throwing them in rivers, I'm doing that for real. So get your kids in line, people. I'll fight your kids. I've got no problem with it at all. They shouldn't be such shitheads. Good, OGM. Good. Are you still going through the Harry Potter stuff? I can't really watch any because I can't stay up until like 3 a.m. this week, really. I did sometimes at the weekend I can. But yeah, I stayed up till like 1 yesterday, maybe. I watched a shitty TV movie about the Krays, but it's in 2 parts, which I didn't realise. But I watched the second part first, The Fall of the Krays, and I started watching The Rise of the Krays after. It's a kind of a trashy TV movie, but actually it's more historically accurate than like the Tom Hardy movie Legends. And there was one years ago with the Kemp brothers, which I really like as well, another kind of TV level budget. But yeah, I'm quite interested in that history. And I'll go to the Blind Beggar pub where they shot, or one of them shot Cornell, was it? Well, yeah, Jack Cornell. I'll go to that pub, which is in Bethnal Green in London, in the East End. But it's all changed now. It's not really the same. People live there, don't even know who the Krays are now. But they were they were twin brothers and they were gangsters in London in the 60s, basically. But it's quite an interesting story, sort of the rise and fall of them over a 15-year period. Yeah, I watched that last night anyway. Just sort of some trash to put on. I enjoyed it. I realised how much have you been able to hear of me? Because I realised my microphone was really far from me the entire time. So if you haven't been able to hear anything, you hadn't said, then I hate you. But if it was quiet, then I apologise because, yeah, I don't know why I did it. I had it ready to go here and just threw it in a drawer on top of my keyboard about 3 feet away for the first 10 minutes of that. It's been fine. There we go. So I recommend the HyperX Quadcast mic then. It's pretty good, right? Nice. I'm getting my list together of kit to buy. I know the mixer I want, and then I'll probably get a cheaper mic at first, but then I'll upgrade as we go. So that stuff will start flying in from March. That hopefully by sort of May and June I'll have a nice new setup, and it won't be just sat in front of a wardrobe and a weird vertical radiator, which is where I am right now. There we go. I'm all out of breath already. I think I'm feeling a little bit sick. I'll tell you. Yeah, but sometimes, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes people haven't, though, to be fair. Or it takes a while. But yeah, I've been feeling a little bit unwell the last 30 minutes or so, which is annoying. It's one of those where you feel like you might get sick. I'm looking there because the computer's there, the camera's there. But hopefully I'll hold it off. Took a walk. I had some real bread today, but it was a tiger bread baguette. So I'm hoping that it won't set my problems off. I had a bowl of regular pasta yesterday, which I'm also having tonight, but I'm going to eat less of it. And it wasn't great. But I am having it again tonight, so we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll swap it for chicken. Who knows? Can we have pesto and rice? I don't know. I'm having pesto anyway. For all you food people. For all you food people, I talk some utter bullshit. I didn't have any time to plan what I was going to talk about today, which is why I rushed through all that in 4 minutes, because I've been quite busy. And I will knock off in the next few minutes, I think. So this will be super short today. I had some other ideas for Twitch and stuff. I could take you out on a ride, but I just don't want things to be shaking around at some point. But maybe I can get something to steady that off at some point and take you up the goddamn canals. I don't think I could take you hiking because I want to go in the hills and these little villages. I reckon the phone signal will be, the technical term is utter wank. So probably won't do that. Didn't do anything Monday again. I was kind of quite busy Monday, and it just got to the point where I was like, well, I don't really want to do anything today. So that's why. So I'll have a think about scheduling this. And again, I spoke to Shannon yesterday. She's supposed to send me pictures for a poster I've got to do, and our poster that I'll be doing or designing or whatnot, and she hasn't done that still. So let alone getting her on the podcast, which is supposed to be a regular thing. I need some time where I'm just not thinking about anything else other than those two things, and hopefully make some progress. Is it Wednesday? Is it Wednesday? I think it might. Yeah, it is Wednesday. 2 weeks from now, I will be in New York, and I would have been in New York for 2.5 days. So thanks, Higgy, for the recommendation of Black Iron Burger, which I've already pretty much chosen my selection from the menu from 3,000 miles away. So I'll definitely get in there. I'm thinking about Katz's Deli. It's famous. It's open 24 hours. I wanted to go in there for 10 years, so I really should. But I know it's going to make me bleed. But I will take that blood, and I'll take that pain just for the knowledge that I've eaten a 10-foot pastrami sandwich and pickle in the heart of New York. And the building looks great as well. It's like a classic fucking old school New York building. They're probably going to buy them off at some point and build something there. But they're holding on. They're holding on just a little bit. So, that should be fun. I almost made a mistake and thought it was in Brooklyn, but they've got like a place where they sell their sandwiches in Brooklyn. But the actual place is in Manhattan, which is pretty good. And I'm staying slap bang in the middle of Manhattan, so it's going to be good for getting around on my legs, because I'll be doing a lot of camino muito now. York de Nova? Is New York de Nova in Portuguese? I've been doing a lot of Portuguese as well. I've been killing it this week every day. I'm on a 10-day streak. I'm doing a lot every day, about an hour every day. So I've learned a shitload of new words just in the last week. Cotovelo, Joello, Janela, Cotto. It's apartment, not 4. All right. So I'm just slinging out the Portuguese, which will be good for my next, either my next venture or the next time that I welcome a Brazilian to the UK, which will be in July, I think. And then, I'm like, maybe I'll just come on one day and I'll be in Rio. So it's just how I operate. But I'm hoping not to do that too much. It's just going to be this US trip and then back in the US in September, I think, for a longer trip. Who knows? I might end up in a desert at that time doing drugs. That might well happen. And then a little bit more on the West Coast as well. But it's so cheap for me to get to New York. It might even make sense just to do that and then do everything else internal. But yeah, I might have to shoot off in a minute. Actually, it's been 16 whole minutes of this nonsense. Sorry, this is meaningless. I need to sort these ones out a little bit. They're supposed to be a bit more topical, but you know what? Blast through it in 3 minutes. My voice is hurting anyway. Mine dog came on the other day and went off sick, and I think I'm gonna have to go and not really retire to bed, but just not talk. I think I need to do some other shit, but just not talk because my throat is swelling up as I speak. So it might be an allergic reaction to, I don't know, this, or my face went weird earlier as well. My face had some sort of reaction earlier. It might have been some sort of soap. I used the same soap. I don't know. Maybe I'm just dying. Maybe this is just the end. This could be just AIDS now. This is what AIDS is like now. I should phone my uncle and ask him because he's had HIV for 30 years and he's still knocking around. His wife died of it. My auntie, she died just almost within a few years, I think 2 or 3 years. Very sad times. But as we all know, what did they say that she had that wasn't AIDS? What did they say she had that wasn't AIDS? They said she had leukemia because blood cancer's cooler than HIV. I'll never stop licking my sister ever. If wash your sister sauce was on it, I'll just wash it constantly with my tongue. I don't care. It's nice. I like Worcester. Worcester, by the way, Americans. Worcester. Worcester. Worcestershire. Worcester. And the county is Worcestershire. My friend Dave Flynn lives in Worcester. He's the man that came up here and gave me mushroom pills about 2 months ago, and that will return again. I hope when it gets a little bit warmer. I think it might be good. I'll charge him a podcast to be for rent next time. But yeah, he lives in Worcester. He runs, I think, runs a comedy nightland called Arch Rivals, which is pretty good. But it's now weird thinking that that's south of me. It's normally north. But Kat, no, I never stop licking my sister. Looks nice to see you. Oh, I need at some point. I've got a burger recommendation from Higiki, which is Caitlin's other half. Black Iron Burger, and I've looked at the menu, and I'm going to get one in about 2 weeks. If you've got any pizza recommendations, just like slice places that maybe wouldn't be so obvious, let me know. Let's get a balance of cost, quality, and arse bleed trade-off. I know you can't measure that, but I can measure that. Actually, I can't, because some things we just set it off, some oil. But yeah. So in 2 weeks today, I would have been in New York for 3 days. And then I think 2 weeks tomorrow, currently the plan is to get on a flight, but I still need to confirm it. It's kind of in place. I just need to confirm exactly what day it will be. And then I'll go somewhere half exciting, hopefully. And I would think that you guys would see at least a little bit of a stream from there or something that I would be doing with people else. Even media pizza are pretty good. So yeah. I just don't want shit or that's hyper touristy, you know. I heard that, I can't remember the name of it, but the guy's probably dead now. But 4 or 5 years ago, there was a guy that had cooked pizza there for like 50 years, and his son had taken over. He was like 90 odd, but he sold. It was like, let's just pick Antonio's, right? Whatever. But he sold the name to someone else that brought his name, and they set up next to him, or they brought his name and he set up next door. So the place that everyone would go, because they think it was him that was cooking, it was actually this other corporation that had brought his business, but he was really cooking in a place next door, and he was like, and probably dribbling in your pizza, and that's what makes it good as well. But the son had taken it over. I can't remember the name. There was a comic that also did pizza tours in New York about 4 or 5 years ago, and he was on a podcast, and they did this 3-hour thing where they walked around Brooklyn and Manhattan, and probably went to, I think, 9 or 10 places in one day, and just had a slice in each. But I guess you're walking all those miles as well. And he could look at a slice and tell you what temperature it was cooked at and all that kind of stuff, what kind of dough. But yeah, I'll have a little search around as well. But yeah, I'm sure I'll be happy whatever I eat. The slices you get out and about in the UK, on the most part, are dog shit. Occasionally you'll get a good one, but a lot of the time they're bad. They're bad times. Plus, that it's really the kind of stuff that will make me need to shit instantly, which isn't good. Not necessarily because there's a bleeding aspect to my problem, but there's also just need to shit now part of my problem. If I don't medicate for it. And I'll be pre-gaming medication in New York. I'll just be popping it at lunchtime, and just to get me through 2 meals, just in case I have something I shouldn't. But so I'll be bunged up, as it were. And then when I go to the next place, I'll just uncork it and be carried up by a 7-foot brown cable that's just supporting me like this. The amount it will be coming out of, and the force. Do you think you've only done a little bit? But it can only be a bit. And then you look at it and it's just there and up there, and there's a lump stuck to the front. I'm getting a bit of that recently. So it must open up. It must just open up, is what I'm saying. I'm telling you, that's what must happen. It's Kansas, Missouri, trying to compete with New York on pizza. Cat, sort this one out. That's cool, though. That's cool. I have been told of some of your Kansasian barbecue places. I got 3 names the other day. I can't remember what they were. And I don't know if they're in your side or the other side. My friend lives in the other side, in Overland Park. So I don't know whether I'll be going there or not on this trip, but it's a bit of annoying. I'd like to, but it's a bit annoying to organise with everything else, to be honest. So I just don't know. I don't know if it's possible. I'll be spending most of my all of my JetBlue credit on my second location. I ain't going to that parade because everyone is high. It's legal. Oh, okay, yeah. Is someone complaining about some weed festival or something? Yeah, drunks are always way worse. They're the worst. All the problems come from drinking, right? Mostly, unless it's skag or meth. But yeah, I smell weed all the time here. I went past 3 kids smoking a spliff the other day, but it's nice. I like it. I like people getting high as fuck all over the place. It's good. It's a good thing. No competition for pizza. I will be getting a little bit more into edibles again that I've been threatening to do. So I'm going to need some gummies in New York. Mine Dog's threatening, but to be honest, he's so fucking unreliable. He probably won't even come and meet me because he'll have to go to his day job that he claims he doesn't have to do. But really, he's got a job now. Let's just accept that. He needs to accept it. But I'll get some drugs. I'll be knocking around with comedians here and there. So no doubt some drugs will come up. But I don't want to, I just want a gummy. Old people that drink and drive. Yeah, absolutely. Or Brett. When was the last? I've never drunk drove. Actually, I passed my test. I was still drunk when I passed my test, but I got talked into drinking the night before. But I calmed it down. There was a Brazilian girl, 2 girls that I were with, and all 3 of them wanted to go to a strip club, and I talked them out of going. I talked them out of going. But I was still a bit drunk, and the next day I woke up a bit drunk and took my driving test and passed because I failed the first time. So kids, have a drink before your driving lesson. The night before, I say. I always used to. Drink before something important, like a job interview or whatever. Probably a nerves thing, and I'll always be wrecked, and then finally just about pull myself together at the last minute and do whatever I need to do well. But I think for the most part, those days got, even the traveling thing, even when I traveled to Brazil after no sleep and being drunk, and the same coming back with being ill on top of it. And I took a train to London before Christmas, while still drunk from the night before. And I really want to try and avoid it now. I've got to grow up finally from that. I don't want to do it. So there's a possibility of a drinkathon on the 25th of it's Betty Piner in the house. There's a possibility of a drinkathon on the 25th. I don't think I'll need to speak to Hack Oddity, because I don't think I thought that he could possibly be coming up here that weekend, but I don't think he is. So I will see if we can do that in 10 days from now, and then I'll drink. That might be the first time that I drink in a while. If not, it will be when I'm in New York, probably. But my point was that the next day, the Sunday, I've got to go down to London and overpay for a hotel at Gatwick the night before, because I can't risk traveling on the morning. So, oh, fuck. No, that would mean that I'd be smashed up from the night before. Yeah. I don't know. I got to think about that. But I don't have to travel till lunchtime, though, to be honest, because I can't check into this place. Of course, being an airport and being more expensive with the hotel, you can't check in until 4. So I don't need to leave until 12, probably. It'll probably take me 4 hours to get there. There we go. Maybe I will travel the day after a drinkathon, if the drinkathon happens. But we haven't confirmed this yet. I need to confirm that. Yeah, I hope you're doing well, Piner features. But this is just a last minute thing that I kind of forgot to organise and then wasn't organised, and I end up rambling. So that isn't that what always happens. But my throat's getting swelly. Doctor, my throat's getting swelly. I did have a drink last Monday, though, to be fair. It's not that I'm not drinking. But it's been, 8 or 9 days now since then, yeah. So it'll be at least another 10 or 11 with no booze, at least. And then hopefully 12 or 13 is the plan. But it's going to be a bit chaotic when I'm in the States. That's the thing that I would like to say, oh, we'll do this or we'll do that. But it's going to be a little bit chaotic when I'm out there. So some of it will just be made up on the spot. But in one location, a lot of alcohol will be being consumed with a person. But hopefully we can, hang out with some of you idiots on Twitch or something. But yeah, what have I got to do now? Jamie's logo. You're just here to remind me shit. Jamie's logo for his social group where men walk and talk. Basically, it sounds like a local community thing just to stop local men killing themselves, which is great. I have walked around Caerphilly in Wales, and I got to say, would it be the worst thing if some of them did? It's a pretty depressing place. I'm not encouraging it. YouTube, I'm not encouraging it. I'm just saying, would it be the worst thing? if they just mow down half it and build a leisure world so people can have jobs, that would be good. But yeah, it's not quite Caerphilly. It's his. I'm not going to dox him, but he's in a smaller village just outside there. But yeah, it sounds positive. I'm pleased. I'm pleased about that. Well, I've really been meaning to go for the last. Did most of January. Yeah, I did most of January, but I haven't. I got drunk once in Brazil, and I drank like 3 days. I drank three beers the night I got back, and then 4 beers or something last Monday. So I'm not really even getting that hammered when I'm drinking. But I feel way better for it, to be honest, in every way possible. So I'm really going to try and be strict to myself this year. But I'm going to have nights. I'm going to have nights. There's going to be drink-a-thons, and I'm definitely going to have nights where I just say, fuck it. And when I'm back from the States, Manchester needs exploring. I haven't really done that properly yet. I've explored it enough of building lists of food and drink places. But yeah, and a bit of Liverpool as well, because Liverpool's less than an hour away. And I'll be over there for comedy quite a bit as well. When I get back, unless I get shot, because all the plans post America seem vague to me, and that might be because fate is communicating to me through some sort of trans-dimensional temporal message that I'm going to die out there. But I don't mind, as long as it's quick. I don't really mind, as long as it's not flayed for 7 days in a basement. That would be bad. Oh, Chrissy will turn up 30 seconds before I leave. Well, she turned up 4 seconds before I left a couple of weeks ago. Like, hi, Chrissy, see you later. I was going to leave at 5. I'll definitely be gone by 5:20. There we go. Well, it's nice. It's nice for you guys to come and drop in, to be honest. You listen to me ramble. And it helps me sort my head out. Like, all these plans and stuff just fucking run around in my head and I end up going, so you basically have to take notes, all right? And send me the notes afterwards. Caitlin does a good job of that on Twitch. I get fucking the DMs from her with the minutes. It's superb. I want to get the new laptop and stuff next month as well. I'll be able to finally use Streamlabs properly. So I'll be able to set up some bot commands, like add quotes and stuff. And then people can do the add quote thing and it will throw it in a bin for me. So I can remember stuff, because I'm fucking hopeless. Yeah. But food, the most exciting for me, because it was always like seeing some comedy and doing quite a bit of comedy was the most exciting thing about going to New York. But now I gotta say, it's food. I'm just excited about the food. That's it. That's what's gonna make my day. And I might even eat once a day and a snack, But if I've got this burger place, I gotta go to Cat's Deli, right? Not this Cat's Deli. You know what I'm talking about. Got to go there because it might get demolished next year and turn into a fucking Starbucks. And I got to get a good couple of pizza slices, and that's it. That'll be my little 3 days there. And then when I get back from my adventure, that's an unknown, because if I do go to the third city, then I'll probably be not staying in New York anymore. But I might come back for a night or two post the drunk visit. Yeah, Kat. So I saw a Man versus Food in about 2010. Probably 2011, because I was in New York in 2010, and I had a shit food experience on the whole. But as soon as I got back, I think I saw Man versus Food, and that came up, and I was like, why didn't I know about that place? So for about 10 years, I've wanted to go there, and I know, obviously, I know all about it. I was looking at the pictures last night. It's on that fucking pastrami and the brisket. It's cash. Is it cash only still? I know that it's open 24 hours. So I will be for sure going in there. Yeah, and I watched a bunch of Man vs. Food with one of my friends in Brazil, and they loved it as well. Just rewatched some of the classics. And it was always like where he was struggling to finish the challenge, and then some girl with her tits out would be going, "Come on, Adam, you can do it. You can eat the wings, Adam." Oh, I'm gonna try. Yeah, it's a great show. They tried to do it with another host, but that always fails. Adam Rickman was an absolute legend, and he's a Spurs fan as well. He's a Tottenham fan. Very healthy these days. He's lost a lot of weight. But I think that show fucked him up because for 3 or 4 months a year, he just had to do food challenges. But it is great, yeah. But yeah, if anyone's, I suggest looking up Katz's Deli if you don't know about it. Just look at the pictures. Ah, fuck. That would just be the whole day, right? The whole day's food. Could be in there an hour. Yeah, he was great. I don't know what else he's done. I saw him interviewed on a podcast last year, but he's yeah, he supports the football team I support, so he does come over every now and then. So yeah, I see him online a little bit more often, I guess. Sorry, that took a while. I hope that wasn't too bad in your headphones. It felt good for me. It felt very airy, actually. You know, very airy. Little bit of bile, if I'm honest. Now I'm thinking about it, but just need to get it out. I'm a pig. Fat guy porn. Fat guy porn as well. Yeah, I'm not an oyster fan, so I think I remember I saw him eating the giant burger, the really hot wings. When he's got like the tray of fries and cheeseburger and all that shit, it's fucking chaos. But I saw someone on TikTok the other day have the whole tray of fries, and then they had the topping of a pepperoni pizza, just cheese and pepperoni, like layered on top of the fries. I'd eat the shit out of that. But I'm not going to go in there and buy the biggest thing they've got. You know, you can buy VIP experiences for 10 grand. I think it's where they send chefs out, probably more likely for weddings and stuff. But so if anyone wants any ideas for my birthday, it's 10 grand, $10,000. You know, that's all I want. That's all I want. Just a $10,000 brisket and someone to cook it for me. But yeah. Is there anything else? Is there anything else? That's what I'll confirm what I'm doing on the rest of the trip today for the most part. Leaving myself a little bit of chaos and flexibility the last couple of days. Because that might be fun just to jump on. Fucking JetBlue. They've got me 2 different credit accounts now, and I've got a few dollars in one and then like $70 in another. Why they didn't know it was me, so they decided to open me up a new account either time is annoying. But yeah, so they're going to pay $70 of well, I've paid it, but in the past, you know, they're going to pay $70 for one of the internal flights, which would be most of the flight, to be fair. Your birthday gift. Do you mean a stream? I'll do a Twitch stream. Mid-March, right? Let me have a look at what days of the week. 15, 16, yeah. Well, I'll take... Was yours the 15th or the 16th? Because Caitlin's was the other day, right? The other one. Thursdays aren't out of the realm of possibility for a drink-a-thon or something, but it's a bit harder for me to do in the week at the moment. Do something. Figure something out. I just don't want to completely bankrupt myself in America. So that's, you know, I'm trying to be fairly sensible, fairly well budgeted day by day. I can exist on not too much cash. Even in somewhere like New York, I can do it. It's got to be smart, and I'll still have the nice shit. I'll still have some nice food, and I'm not going to be spending loads on booze because maybe one night I'll get drunk there, but I'm not really intending to. I want to be moving around and busy and doing shit up until like midnight, 1 a.m. So yeah, maybe a couple of beers. But I don't want to be too pissed. I don't want to be too fucked up. And I'll be up earlier as well. But I'll do some streams. I'm probably going to either sort out my data to work there, or I'll get a US SIM card. So I'll do some Twitch stuff from the streets of New York, daring people to mug me, and then I will immediately just shit in my hand and throw it at them like an ape, because that's a defense mechanism. Like I just start shitting and crying, like a special needs kid. Not that they all do that, but you know. Sad twat. My good friend Dave Jeffries will be doing his tour. Sad twat. I don't know where he's going. I don't know what he's doing. I'll speak to him at some point. But he's got a poster for it. So at some point this year, if you see Dave Jeffries come to your town in the UK, go and see it. Go and support. Go and support a comic who's very funny and trying to make his way. God damn it, because he's probably like a year ahead of me at this point. He's one of my best gossip babies. Commenting. But we just had a big bitch session about a couple of people today, this very day. So it's me Christmas. Maybe this Christmas. You're the 16th. Okay, it's a Thursday. Maybe this Christmas, but I obviously missed last Christmas. I'm not going to do it Christmas this year. I kind of should do family stuff. My parents are getting older and older, and they're probably going to die at some point. So I should see them. But there's also a part of me that wants to fuck off at Christmas. I had a Christmas in Brazil a few years ago, and it was nice. But there's a part of me that just wants to fuck off. Maybe like Southeast Asia or something. I don't know. Just wake up on a beach on Christmas Day and cook a barbecue. That also appeals to me. Last time on Ilya Glanch, I had knockoff Brazilian Oreos and steak and chips for Christmas dinner. The knockoff Brazilian Oreos for my breakfast when I woke up that morning. No presents, none of that stupid shit. Bit of food, bit of a walk around the beach. That was nice. Get you a coffin. Yeah, I'll send you a coffin. Be made of like balsa wood. It'll cost about $30. You're not getting a fancy one with a fax machine. Not getting a fancy coffin with a fax machine. There was a guy that died of some disease in the UK. They had a documentary about him. I think he was one of those ones that got old quickly. At 17, he died. But his coffin, he had it just covered in baked beans. Like it was just, the pattern was just baked beans all over it. I thought that was good. I quite like a beer pump on mine. I don't know if they'll allow that, but I don't know why not. I'll keep looking up. I think half my jaw's falling out there, so I'm looking at my head. So you've corrected yourself, Kelly. You said get M a coffin than, and then you connect them a coffin than. Do you mean then? Get them a coffin then? Are we deciphering Kelly correctly? Netflix still no. They'll find out I'm an international drug smuggler before a corporation goes near me. I'll send you a piece. I might be in Kansas at some point. I might leave you a piece of paper. That would be more fun, wouldn't it? If I left you a piece of paper somewhere. What if I came in and asked you to clean something? I didn't mean it that rudely. In that, clean this, bitch. I don't know. The way I'm organized, if I went to Kansas, it would be in the other side of the city, first of all, you know, the one that's actually in Kansas, because it's fucking insane that half the city is in a different state. It's fucking insane. I don't know what the history of that was, but there we go. It would be absolute chaos, and it'd probably be there for like one day. And I'd just eat some barbecue and get a plane back to New York. Maybe I could go and see Inman. 8 miles from Kansas City. I'm nearly sick on that burp. I think I've got to go. Yeah, well, I'll send you something. I'll send you a T-shirt with a piece of paper that says "pig" on it, or something. Who knows? I'll do that later this year. Right, it's been 45 minutes. It's supposed to be half an hour. It was also supposed to be vaguely topical, and I spoke about everything in 3 minutes, and then I just like this, but I've got shit to do, you know. Fuck off! Do you hear that train? Fuck off! Tooting and fucking fruiting around the place. It's probably just some autistic kid that was waving at him, to be fair, right? So I shouldn't be such a grouch. I do live in a city. I've got to respect it a bit. Eight miles from the airport. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the airport's fairly central, isn't it? And then my friend is in the south west of the city, the real city, not the Missouri side, even though I know that's where everything is, which makes it even more crazy. Yeah, I got sent some barbecue places from Kansas last week because we were talking about it when I was getting convinced to go there. But it would be, to be honest, it's going to be a bit of a pain to go there because it just tacks on another 2 days, and I'm going to be pissing more money down the drain, which would just be on, to be honest, most of the expenses will be on barbecue and Krispy Kremes, to be honest. So I don't know why I'm really complaining about that. But yeah, I'll figure everything will be confirmed for sure in 10 days when I rearrange my return flights again. When I say, actually, I want to go back on this day. But I'm going to try and confirm the second leg of it now. But New York's going to be the main thing. What are you talking about? You're 20 minutes from downtown. Okay. Well, I'm going to the international one. I think Kansas City, right? It must be KCI. Nashville's BNA, weirdly. What a weird airport code. I guess it's Brum Brum Nashville, it stands for. I didn't think about it. So what is it like Brighton? Then again, New York's JFK for that president that they murdered. Hey, we murdered you. We're going to name you as the deep state murdered you, and now we're going to name the airport. Wasn't it Idlewild Airport after that? I only know that from a Red Dwarf episode. Idlewild. Yeah, well, going into the larger. If I go, it would be into the large airport anyway. I could maybe pin a piece of paper to a specific bus that's heading out your way, and you can try and watch that go past. Kinda. I'm going to Google it now. You're right, I'm sure. I meant central as in like. I meant something. Let me fucking look at this bad boy. There we go. Oh yeah, I see. All right, so it's not central. It's in the north. It's in the north. I made a mistake. Maybe I did see the other one shine up. But yeah, it's in the north, slightly northwest of the city. And yeah, my friend lives in Overland Park. Overland Park. I just find the little town name so strange. I guess we've got one called Curry Mallet and Shipton Mallet, and I think there's a town called Cock in the UK. So shouldn't really, mock US town names. I'm pretty sure we've got one called Cock. It's like tickle my ass on the wove, fiddle minnie on the cove, death on the wall. They're typical British small town names. We don't dox yourself, Kelly. There might be a murderer. There might be a murderer online. There's already a nutcase. I can see. Is it Platt? Do you say it Platt? Or is it like, oh, we live in Platay? I can see Plattwoods. It's getting called Platt. Platt City. Okay. Oh, there we go. That is close to the airport. Well, maybe I'll fly over your house then. You know, I'll make sure to flush the toilet on the plane just as we go over, just in case, you know, the myth that they release it. Well, they do release it sometimes over the ocean, but yeah, just, you know, spread some of those chemtrails, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I want to spread the chemtrails all over Kansas, just for Inman. I'd Photoshop a picture from me from the plane with a blue chemical coming out the back, and say, "Hey, James, you were right. You were right. Those kids were actors, and this is chemtrails." I'm not going to mention that name anymore. You know, because he could always drop in here. I haven't blocked him. Every other streamer's blocked him, but I haven't blocked him yet. If that was the only way to save you, if I thought he was going to plunge a knife in, then I'd drop a bomb then for sure. All right, get lost. I'm going to go. I'm going to go. If you haven't already, give us a subscribe. I don't know why you would. I just rambled absolute nonsense about my fucking holiday. I got to sort my shit out. I got to sort this whole thing out. Fuck's sake. Maybe I can make these plans maybe I can get things going while I'm traveling, because in the downtime instead of watching movies. I just need a bit of focus time, and I'm just itching my my formerly peeling skin there as well. What? What are you saying? What for? Well, I think BT keeps saying he's going to drive to see everyone, but luckily he can't spell. So, like Konopka, he's like, "Hey, Tim Knipka, I'm coming to see you. Hey, Stanhope, I'm coming to see you. I'm going to live in Bisbee." And then I think he's also threatening to go and hang out with Kelly, which might mean, you know, he might mean kill, I'd say. But yeah. Anyway, if you're watching this Broken Toy, stop being such a fucking loser. And and yeah, I'm probably going to go to Nashville and not tell you. All right. There we go. All right, I hope to catch you streaming later. I'm sorry you're having streaming problems as well, Jim, at the moment with your game and everything. And I don't know if it's the card, or is it because you can't be fucked to plug your PC in, or what's going on. We'll get DC on it. But if any of you stream tonight, I'll watch. Oh, Brett will be on tonight, so I'll jump in that chat for a bit. I'll be lurking a lot of the time because I've got some stuff to do, but I'll be listening and jumping in there from time to time as well. This was absolute nonsense as always. I will try and. There's no point in me saying it till it happens. There, okay, I'll sort shit out for this eventually, and then it will change and be a bit better. But until then, have a nice time. All right, enjoy your city that's slightly north of Kansas there, and OGM, enjoy wherever you are. I hope the weather's not too cold and all that stuff. And everyone else who isn't here, get lost, I say. All right. I need outro music from the Brazilian as well. All right. See you later. Have a good day, Jem. Have a good day, Kelly. Have a good day, everyone else that was hanging out in there. Chris, sorry, Kat, it's nice to see you. Chris, you didn't come, so you can get lost. Piner, all that stuff. Salute. That wasn't a Nazi salute. It was just one that went up. And I think that might go now. Anyway, me and him for president.